Hello everyone and welcome. I know you've been waiting for long. I promised you that I'll do a multi-vendor e-commerce system which is integrated with Lipa and M-Pesa, and here it is. I've gone this far, and I know in our last video that we did about e-commerce, a simple e-commerce, I showed you how you can be able to add the items on the stock, then be able to make them visible here on the front end for the customer. And we just did buy directly. Just we were able to buy only one item. But in our today's session, I've done quite some job, and just stay tuned until the end of the video so that you can get to see how it works, and now where you are going to get the source code. Remember, I always keep on telling you that any code that I write, I'm definitely going to share with you. And this is the system, as you can see. So I think you can see this one. So let's first of all start with the database. Here it's the database. First of all, I have hosted the system at least for it to be at least in a good way to operate it. So this is the database. The database, we have got the list of vendors. You normally have the list of vendors here. You can see I have got Codestar, which is the shop name, Wasafi stores, and here the numbers, the password, things like those ones, and even the towns and so forth. So that one you will add via the vendor, you register, and you are good to go. That one. The next thing on the database, we have the stock. When you have the vendor can add stock, as you can see. So this is the stock table, and the stock table will show the store name, the item name, category, description, price, and the image of that whatever. So that's why you can see they are visible here. That's one, it's being fetched from the stock. The next thing is the cells. Once you make cells, because you can make multiple cells, that order, you'll have an order number. I just write whatever the name of the customer who bought and the timestamp, at least to have a unique order number, something like that. Then by default it's going to show it's pending, because it's not maybe whoever has the shop has not shipped the document. Sorry, has not shipped the goods. So here you can see what the customer has bought, the item ID, then we have got the price, quantity, that is the total number of quantity for that item, and that will be multiplied to get the price, and then from which store, which is that, then we have got the order number. That is the you can see now there is a relationship between the store number and now the sales, and even the vendor. There will be that kind of relationship. Then we have got the invoice. The whole invoice will have got when you purchase items, like a number of items here, it means like you'll have one invoice where you'll find that you have got one invoice where all those items are attached. And as you can see, here it is. We have got the invoice number is given there. Then we have got even invoice number and the sales, whatever sales where they go, invoice number is also reflecting there, so that we can have a relationship between those two tables. So you can see the customer. The customer will enter the details, who is the customer name, the amount which is they are supposed to pay. Then we have got the country, we have got the constituency, we have got on the county, not country, constituency and area code, and then the phone number and the status, whether they have paid or it is unpaid. If they pay, it's going to reflect as, and then they have the date. So that is on the invoice. And once we have got that, then the rest is category. Category, it's the part of the admin to add the category of items that they are dealing with. Then there is those are like overheads. Then we have got regions. I happen to search all the counties in Kenya and all the constituency, at least to simplify some stuff, because I want to make it easier for shipping. And also you can recruit some shops to act as picking station where you can pick some items, like assuming you bought something from Nairobi and you want it to be shipped to somewhere in Mombasa. We can also have got some different shops where we can use them as pick station, like in constituency level. But in future I'm going to add more. Apart from the constituency, we can move to ward. I think we refer to them as ward, something like that. The ones that are represented by MCA. So those are overheads. Regions and the categories are just for overheads. And I think my database design was one of the best there, though it needs to be added somehow more features. Then lastly, there is once you transact any transaction after M-Pesa, it's going to be reflected here. You see the measured highs. These are some of the values that you get after now the successful purchase. So amount, what you've paid, but have done hard coding, that's why you can see it's reflecting only one bob. Then M-Pesa code is this one, then the time that you paid and the number that you paid. So that is it. Now once we have the database, I know up to this point now you can see you can check how we did on our previous video, so that we can make these items to be visible here. But maybe I didn't add about quantity here, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it was there. So what we didn't have is a add to cart. So when I hosted the system, you can see the cart is this one, and the cart is able to add item to the cart, delete items to the card, and all that. So I don't think whether there is any need to show you all that code. But yeah, on the cart, you are supposed to have what? On the cart, once you check out, because remember when you purchase, you can see the cart is empty. So after that, you are supposed to fill all the information where there is that is the customer's information of where the shipping is going to be done. Then after that, the number that you're going to use to make payments. Then after that, when you check out, it means it's going to push that transaction to your M-Pesa, and once you do that, you just make the payment. And once you do the payment, it's going to process, and if it's successful, this cart, which is now this one, when you click the checkout, there is a place order. Now to place order, you collect the customer's information and all those details. Once you collect them, you can now insert them to the sales table. So we did the part last time about the stock. On this category, this video, we have added vendors, malt stores. We can refer to them as malt stores or malt vendor, something like that. Then once you check out, the whatever you bought, it's going to be, that array of items is going to be added to the what we refer to as the sales table. And then there is another one invoice which is going to be generated for all the items that you bought. Then they are going to be added to this invoice table. Now after that, before you check out, it's going to pass that information in this case I passed the phone number, but you can pass both phone number and invoice number, the two of them, the order number here and the phone number. The order number to act as the reference number for your transaction. Phone number is the one that is going to be used to make purchases. Then after that, it's going to be passed to the STKP. At least now, the STKP is the one that we normally use to do what? The STKP is the one that it's where now integration of M-Pesa lies. So you are supposed to pass the phone number, the reference number, and the amount. But in this case, I didn't pass the amount because I wanted to add the code, because I know most of you are going to test. This is it. We have got these are just test consumer API, consumer key, secret, and so forth. All those details you can see. There is a video that I did about how you can integrate your system with Lipa and M-Pesa. So you can see this one. You get the phone number. For the amount, obviously you are going to get it here, but I've done hard coding at least to deduct only one bob. Because if you deduct this amount that you're seeing here, 2,000, 4,000, something like that, I know most of you are going to cry. Anyway, let's proceed. So that is cart will pass to the STK Pay, then STK Pay, now the transaction, this one that is going to push that transaction to our M-Pesa APK. After that, if the transaction is successful, we have got the callback. Our callback is this one. You can see we have got callback URL. So it's this file which is going to receive whatever data is going to come from the Safaricom. And you know that if the result called is 0, it means the transaction is successful, someone has paid. If it is not, sorry, if it is 0, now it means it's successful. If it's not 0, then it means the transaction was not successful. And this is now the response, where now we are going to get whatever data we come from. It comes from the Safaricom, and now it is going to be passed to our it is going to be stored to our database. So I just wanted to show that part because that is the additional part that I did. So let me close these ones, the cart and so forth. Now you have seen the database, so let's jump into the next part, which is this one. It's just for testing because I know most of you are going to download the code and modify and all that. But before you do that, remember you are supposed to subscribe. At least I'm sharing a lot of information maybe which you might be somewhere maybe struggling to find where you can get it. So consider subscribing, consider also sharing the link to other people, at least for also for them to try to subscribe. And maybe kama unataka kutuma ka Mpesa still, you can do so. There is also a till number which you can do that. So yeah, let's go back. So that is all. This is the system. You can I have not secured this part. It's just because not that it's just what I'm using it for demo. So you can see here we have got unpaid ones and there is a paid one. This is an order that I did at least to test what is happening. So as an admin, when you click and check, as an admin, you can see there is a lot of stuff here. It's showing that the invoices that have been there. So you can see whether the invoice is paid or unpaid. If it's paid, you can also click the invoice and you'll be able to see some items that were bought for that invoice. And you can see here they are. And they are supposed also to reflect here. You'll do the other part of the coding, at least to modify. So let me go back. That was the part of admin, and as I said, here on admin you can add things like to approve a shop. You can add that security. A shop you can approve. You can also counter check the products that a shop has entered, and you can minimize, like you can also you can give a maximum number of items that a shop can add, like 10 or 5, something like that. If they do more than that, now you can start charging at least to get money. This is one of the projects that you can start earning, as I always keep on telling you. You can modify it and it can become a source of income. I know most of you normally post a lot of content on social media, but you're not marketing yourself. But this is something that you can, once you keep on posting, within like 6 months or 1 year, people will get to know what you normally do and they will start appreciating, and you'll get clients for that matter and start making money. So that was the admin part. We have got the vendor. You can just register here, and once they register, they'll get an email and all that. Then login. When they log in, they'll be able to see the orders that relate to them. Like for example, this is for the Codestar technologies. If I go back to what do we have? Go back to vendor, and there is another one which I can't remember. Let's check the vendor. I have a number, the one for Wasafi. So the one for Wasafi, I want it to show. So was as vendors, we have got Wasafi. I want to pick the phone number, this one, copy. So Wasafi, that is the one that I'm going to enter here. Password is also Wasafi. Wasafi, like that. You can see what that was on Codestar. Now this one is for Wasafi. We will check what some of the orders that have been done. So you can see the orders here. These are some of the orders that have been made to Wasafi and all that. So yeah, that is it. You can see it's showing the shop there. Now Let's now try to order something so that we can check whether the M-Pesa is working, the Lipa and M-Pesa. So I'll say here I want to order like one pair of this shoe. Then I will order another one for maybe this shoe. These are from different vendors, like that. I will add. Once I add, you can see my cart here is showing, and also this cart is responsive, like the system is responsive. As you can see, the cart is also visible, and you scroll like that, you can see everything is working well. I know when most of you download this code and start modifying, it's going to be very easy, something which is more presentable. And on this carousel, I said here you can put some adverts, at least for the because we are dealing with the multi-vendor shops or stores. If they want to advertise their product, now you can they can still continue paying, and now you can be showing the adverts on this carousel. So they just design a poster and you can just put it here. So let's now check out. So these are our items. As you can see, it was empty, and now even you can also remove items like that. This one is working well. Let's check. You can see it's remaining only one. I can also remove like that. I can go back and add something again. Maybe this time I can pick this white. I used to like white sometimes back. Actually white and black in most cases. So this one I can add to like 2, you can see, so at least to be able to check whether there is multiplication. You can see this one is 2. We did with the one for black, and let's check the black. The black one is 1300. So if it is 1300, you can see 1300 plus times 2, you get 26 something. So yeah, everything is working correctly here, and you can say this is Erico Banks. Codestar, maybe we can put Codestar, something like that. Then payment number, I'm going to use my phone number here. Then we have got county. As I told, this one is generating dynamically because we added the third feature. So in this case, let's say like for example, it's good to know I come from Mayakos, like that, and Mayakos from Machakos town, something like that. I can say Catoloni, maybe something like that. Catoloni is not our place. I can say Kalama, something like that. Then I can click checkout, but I want, when I check out, here I have my phone which is attached to this one. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I want it to be visible like that, such that when I check out, we check whether this one is going to show up on my phone. So let's check out right now. If we check out, it's supposed to prompt on my phone if I'm supposed to pay the amount, like that. I click checkout. Let's wait. On this case, let's wait and see. Pump on my side, it's showing. Now it's showing this one. So it's time to enter pin. I cannot show you my pin. Something like that. So if I maximize back, you can see the pin is entered. Then I will click OK, like that, and you can see that one has been paid to that whatever. So if we go to our database, we can check that you can see the M-Pesa PE72, that is M-Pesa code I've seen there. So I can maximize here, go back to the database, check that order. I'm going to here, this one, and I'm going to check on the STK push table to check whether there is any transaction which I've received. So this is the last transaction. This one, as I told you, is PE72, as you can see. So maybe if I open, you're going to see my balance. And I don't want to see. Anyway, now it has worked up to that point. It has deducted one bob because I showed you I did add code the part of amount so that it can deduct that amount. So in your case, you can test. It's going to work perfectly. And once it does that, we say that it's going to reflect on our invoice here, it's supposed to show that the last order that we've done, it was this one, the Machakos town, Kalama, something like that. You can see now it's paid. So if we go and check, like vendors, and I don't know, no, let me go to, it's supposed to be admin. Admin is the one that we're supposed to see whether they are yeah, you can see now it's paid, and I can check the order list. I told you I bought this one and these shoes, and that is it. So from there, now you can start generating things like reports and so forth. I've shared a lot, my guys. Nunueni chai bana. Tumeni Mpesa 0700711233. Anyway, the code is going to be available. I'm going to share a link on the description so you can access the code. And in case maybe you don't know what is happening, because as a beginner, maybe sometimes you go through the syntax part of programming, that is the basic, what is if statement, arrays, and so forth. You just know how to write simple programs, but you don't know how you can now start implementing all this kind of stuff. Feel free to look for Codestar Technologies, this one, student portal. Click there, enroll. Once you enroll, once you register, you get an email confirmation. Activate your account, log in, and you'll see the courses here. When you check the courses, you'll be able to see the courses that we offer here. You can enroll to all the courses, and as you can see, also we are having packages right now online and all those kind of stuff, so you can learn a lot, and the system is responsive, as you can see. If you are using a mobile phone, it's going to reflect very well. You can click and start learning, and you're good to go. So that is it. In case maybe you want to you might need the system, maybe you don't know how to code, how to modify, and all that, also feel free to contact me. As I keep on telling you, my WhatsApp number is readily available here, as you can see. You can just contact me via this 0700711233. We continue developing the system, and what I want to do now, this I can say the system is around 50-60% complete. It needs to be some more work needs to be done, because I want to add sort filter here, where I can filter by maybe county, assuming you are in somewhere like where Kitui. If you are in Kitui, you just go there, choose the county Kitui, sub-county you can choose where. At least you look for the shops that and search the products that you want to buy, so you can check whether the shop which is around there is having those kind of products, and if they are available, you can take yourself there, or you can contact them direct and all that. So just a matter of just knowing how you will monetize that kind of a feature because I don't believe whether you can put some people's store here and just show how to their numbers, where they are located, and without just earning something. You can monetize that one maybe by getting subscription from the whoever has a store or a shop. And I can tell you for free is that if you put some effort, by the end of the year you'll be able to have what we refer to as what maybe more than 10 clients. And if you go to TrueHost and buy a domain, which is going to cost you like around 600, and after that you also buy a host, so approximately 2000 are enough to host your system. If it's modifying, I know most of you are developers, it means you are going to modify it more to look more better, at least to have a good interface. Mine is not one of the best, actually it's one of the worst although it's responsive, but I'm going to modify more on that because I'm also intending to make use of it, at least in also to apply it and generate some income. I'm not just sharing it for fun. Sometimes also I share this kind of project because also I have got I want to do something about, and this is something that I even shared on some of the few WhatsApp groups that I've been there. Also Facebook I once shared, but sometimes you normally feel like okay, working with people, it sometimes maybe it cannot move fast like you want it to be. So it's good sometimes you kind of push your dream alone. Then at some point when you are stuck, now you can start looking for people who can come and see maybe this how far you have gone. Now how, what else can we do, what some of other features can we add, and all those kind of stuff. So in that case, there is something where something that I forgot is that maybe you are worried, like the customer is not supposed to create an account. In most cases, I don't like creating accounts, the e-commerce system that I kind of purchase my products. The easiest way is that once you click there, you check out, it's supposed to send an SMS to your mobile phone, at least together with the invoice number. Then you will have a track here where you can when you click, it's going to show something like this, and a text box where you can write the order number. Then when you click search, it's supposed to show you the progress, because when the vendors, like for example, let's say this guy is ready to ship the product, they are supposed to click and do the shipping. They can take it to G4S or wherever. So here they are supposed to come and either update by clicking that way, add the consignment number, specify whether it's on shipping, because they are the ones that who will be getting the details of where the product is heading, whether it has reached the destination. They will keep on updating this one, and once it is updated on your side as a customer, when you search, you are supposed to see that product as reached to the destination. You can go and pick that product. So that is the easiest way, because I don't like kind of keeping all that information. The only information that I need for a client, it's just the normal operations here, that you can use it like when the clients come here, you can just keep on tracking whatever they are doing, something like that, because that it will mean like you'll get to know more of the products that people are looking for, what they are interested of, and you can use that one to do what we refer to as machine learning and so forth, to do adverts and so forth. A lot of stuff you can do there. And also for the phone numbers of people who buy, because sometimes people can create account and they are not buying. What is the importance of that? It's good because you are going to have the numbers of the people who have bought something, so you can keep on showing you some of the products are related to that, and all that. You can send some SMS to share all those kind of stuff. For the SMS, I did a video about that one, so you cannot blame me on about it. So just feel free to look for Codestar Technologies, smash the subscribe button, and to Mpesa, my friend. I'm waiting. I want to see the first person who is going to do that. The number is increasing. As you can see, we are 707 subscribers. I want to hit 1000 subscribers by the end of this month. That is on by June, by the end of June actually. That is the something which can I know you can do it. So for the guys who are going back to school, at least we have a lot coming on your way, at least about the projects that you can do and a lot of stuff. So continue sharing the links to as many people as you can. Tell them that we are offering even packages. As you can see here, I'm doing a course outline about Excel. There is also another one that I'm doing about all those kind of stuff. As you've seen, it's going to be there. So I do appreciate for your time. The link is going to be on the description so that you can download and continue supporting this channel. Remember, smash the subscribe button, and again, don't forget to like our video. Thank you. Sunday, yes.